guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby. I'm from South Wales and I'm a part-time makeup artist, just sharing tips and tricks with you all about glam looks, lifestyle, fashion, just something I love to do. Today I just filmed this really pretty and glowy glam look for you to use on Valentine's Day, Galentines Day, whatever you're up to. Just something that you can definitely join in with and feel nice about yourself on Valentine's Day. So if you do want to find out how I created this look, then please keep watching. Now today is such an exciting day because it's snowing. I woke up this morning and I looked out the window. I was like, what? We did not expect snow here in Wales. So yeah, it was a lovely, nice surprise to wake up to. So I hope you're all getting some snow as well. So today is really exciting. I'm going to film a Valentine's glam look, which I've been wanting to do for so long, to be honest. So I've got really exciting ideas to just make the eyes like pop and the skin nice and glowy again. So you can definitely join in with this one. I actually haven't done my hair yet. I am going to put some curls in at the end just to complete the look. And I've got this Amore top on, so if you can see it. I just love this. I just thought it was so fitting. So I've just popped my headband on and I'm going to start firstly with the eyes, then focus on the face. So obviously the theme is going to be pink today, but I have got this gorgeous pop of glitter, which is just going to complete the look. I can't wait to show you guys. It's one of my favourite products I've used since working at Urban Decay. It's actually an Urban Decay product. So yeah, can't wait to show you that. But first of all, I'm going to start by just filling in my brows. So before I start my brows, I have already moisturised using my CeraVe moisturiser. And again, I just let that set into the skin. First of all, I am taking my NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Again, my go-to product always. I'm firstly going to brush my brows up. Now, I like the look which is kind of in between those massive fluffy brows and like really defined brows. As you can see on the end of my brows, I've got hardly any hairs. Again, personal preference, everyone's different with their brows, so just whatever you prefer, but I'm just going to fill my brows in the way I like them and then I'll catch up with you in a second. As you can see, an eyebrow pencil makes such a difference. Brows are just strange things, aren't they? So now I've done my brows. They do look really full and heavy, so please ignore them at the moment because they will settle into the look later on. I'm now just going to tidy up using my flat MAC brush and my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. So that is my one brow done. I am going to go in a second using a little spoolie and some eyelash glue just to make them look a tiny bit fluffier. I just told you that I was going to go in with a tiny bit of my eyelash glue. This is the Ardell Duo Glue and my little spoolie. I'm going to tap that on to a little brush. And this is going to give you a little bit of that brow lamination look then. It just kind of holds them brows in place because I feel like just brushing them up doesn't like keep them fluffy all day. So as you can see already, at the front there, it's just like holding them brows in place. My brows still look absolutely bonkers, so please don't worry, it'll all come together, I promise you. So that is my brows done. Now I'm going to take the same flat brush and my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to just prime my lids and just give it that blank canvas again. So again, just the tiniest bit, because if you go in with quite a lot at the start, like it's just going to look cakey on your eyelids. So yeah, just go in bit by bit and then you can always add more. I can't wait to show you the eyeshadow, guys. I've got like a new Gorge palette and then I've got this gorgeous little glitter pot that's going to make you go wow at the end. So that is now my eyelids primed. I'm just going to set it with some powder. So I'm just taking one of my BH Cosmetics brushes. This is a nice flat brush just so I can really pack on that eyeshadow again just to create that blank canvas. So for the powder, I always use my Naked Fix powder foundation in the colour 40Y. Now you can use like a paler one, but again, personal preference, I'm just not one for that really pale eyeshadow vibe. I just like it all to kind of blend in. And because it is a powder foundation, it's so creamy. So again, when you're blending in those eyeshadows, they're just going to go in seamlessly. Fab. So that is my eyelids set. So as you can just see, they are ready for the eyeshadow, which I'm so excited to show you. For eyeshadow, guys, I just thought like, what eyeshadow can I go for today? I really wanted like a pretty pink, peachy vibe with glitter, just gorgeous. So I bought this Line Crime Greatest Hits Classic palette. I feared a lot about this. It was actually in the sale for £21, and just look at the colours. I mean, to die for. So I think I'm going to start with this lovely like Divine, which is kind of a mauve colour, and In Bloom, which is this dusk pink. And then we're going to work our way towards the pink vibes. So this is kind of a first impressions as well for this palette. So I am going to start by blending out my background colour. This is just going to be a lovely base colour. Now, usually if I was going for like a bronzy look, I would start with my MAC bronzer to give me sun, just to kind of give that nice browny, beigey base colour. But as we are going for a Valentine's look, we are going to start with the colours In Bloom and Divine. So if you know me, you'll know that I love these BH Cosmetics number 12 brushes. All my friends have got them because I've just persuaded them to get them. They are the nicest blending brushes ever. They're literally like £3 and I've literally got about 20. Amazing. They literally do the work for you. So if you are looking for a really good blending brush, then I definitely recommend trying these, and they're a bargain, so they will last you a long time as well. I'm going to be taking the Divine to start with, which is like this dark kind of mauvey colour. And I'm just going to go in with my fluffy brush, just taking it slowly. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. Do you know what? I love shadows like this because some eyeshadows you really have to work on and the colour takes a while to kind of come out, but this is just instantly, as you can see, it's just coming out instantly, basically. I haven't even added like a second dab, and just look at the colour that's coming out of it. There's no rush, so really take the time to blend it all out. And use that brush, use the product, don't overdo it, and you'll get that blend really nicely. Circular motions at all times. I quite like to create that kind of outside V shape. I just like the smoked out look, so I just always have that V shape in mind when I'm blending eyeshadow. So now, as like my second buildable colour, I'm going to go with the In Bloom. I don't know if you've tried Line Crime before, but the makeup is just so good. It's all vegan as well, if you'd like to know that. So as you can see, I'm building up this pink colour now. So I don't know if you can see there, I still look a bit bonkers to be honest guys, but the colours are blending so nicely. And it's all about just building it up and being patient with eyeshadow. So that is my background colour done, guys. I am now going to go in with a tad of pink just to really get that pink out of my eyelids, because I feel like it's a bit mauvey at the moment. It's a gorgeous colour, but I want to go more pink. So I'm actually going to take a matte pink from the Morphe 35N palette. This is another gorgeous palette, by the way, but I am going to go in with this peachy colour here. And I'm going to pat these on, but with these colours, I'm not going to kind of take them all the way out to like my background colour. I'm going to keep them within my lid. Again, please don't worry if you think, oh my gosh, it's so out of control, because we can tidy this up at the end, so please don't panic. So exciting. So now we've got our background colour. As I said earlier, we are going to go in with just the brush that I used to set my eyelids with. No product on, but I'm just going to go around the tops there and just make sure everything's all blended in nicely. I always do this, again, it's just personal preference, but I just like to make sure everything is blended nicely. I'm now going to go in with a BH Cosmetics brush, which is quite flat like that. And we're going to put some concealer on my lids and then pat this gorgeous shimmer shell colour from the Lime Crime palette on. I love like seeing a pop of like shimmer, it just makes me happy. So take the tiniest bit of product on your flat brush, and again, don't panic, I'm not going to do it completely neat like a cut crease at all, that's not what we're going for. I'm going to take the tiniest bit and just pat it on the area where I want the shadow to stick to. Do not worry if it's messy or anything, just try and keep it within where you would like the product to go, and we can blend out the edges, so don't panic. So I'm just going to go in. And again, just take your time. Don't worry if you mess it up, because we can always blend it in. So now you want to get a tiny, fluffy, dense brush like this one, and we're going to pat this shadow on to that area. Oh, it's just a gorgeous, like peachy, pinky tone. I love it. there's kids playing outside in the snow, so soz if you can hear that. So that's one of my eyes. I just wanted to get that colour quite intense on the lid. So I'm going to just do my other eye. So I'm just going to tidy up around the edges and blend just the edge of that shimmer out with the colour I used previously. So I'm going to use that In Bloom, again the tiniest bit ever, and just go on the outer corners just so that edge blends in nicely. So now I'm just going in with my Kiko Precision Eyeliner, just doing the literally the tiniest line above my lash line. But again, we are not going to go in with that harsh, thick liner look at all. So as you can see, guys, I've just gone in with the tiniest bit of liner just to complete the look, and it does make a difference. So I just want to blend out that liner using my Urban Decay, I think it was like from a Naked palette brush, but it's just got this lovely dense little edge on it. I am going to take a darker colour from the Morphe palette, so I'm just going to blend that outer liner end in. So again, I've just done that with the other eye, the same thing, but I didn't want to go in too much with dark because I don't want to take away this lovely background and kind of pink vibe that we're going for. Now, if you haven't tried these Urban Decay Moon Dust shadows, oh my god, you're missing out, honestly. If you are looking for that pop on the top of your eyelids, and sometimes this is just enough for you, that's fair enough, but if you do want to add that pop, the Moon Dust shadows are just amazing. So they come in a range of colours, but my favourite one, which I've just ordered a new one because I've used all my old one, is the Cosmic shade. And the best way to pat these on top of that shimmer to give it that pop is to just use your finger, because your oils in the finger actually pick up the shadow, the pigment, and really dab it on and press it into my skin on my lids. So that's the best way. I've tried brushes before, they just don't pick it up as well as your finger would. So just really get your finger in that, and it just picks up a lot, and just kind of press it on then. Oh, so exciting. I mean, that's just so extra, but I love it. So that is that. Now we're going to go onto the face, and then we're going to top that Moon Dust up at the end, because I feel like I just like adding that extra pop at the end of the look. So now we want to just wipe any excess product away from underneath the eyes. So I'm just using my Garnier Micellar water and a cotton pad. And just be careful on those eyeshadow edges, but it's quite a nice way to kind of tidy up any product that's fallen underneath. So just swipe it underneath, and it's just tidying up that edge of the shadow. Don't worry, we're going to blend that line in because I'm not about that look anymore at all. Do you remember when, I mean, I'm so guilty of this. Do you remember when we all used to put tape on the edges of our eyes like 3 or 4 years ago? I can't believe we actually did that. For primer, again, I'm going to go in with my all-time fave at the moment. It's the Dr. Jart Colour Correcting Treatment. And as you can see, I've just got like red patches around my face. A lot of people have been asking me about this. And it does literally cover any redness, which is brilliant. I look so weird right now. And also, I used this yesterday, and it actually like covers my dark circles a bit as well. I think because the colour is green, it counteracts that redness and that darkness under my eye. So it's also a good one to pat under your eyes if that's something you're conscious about. Again, it's just what my preference is. But I can't believe this is actually £12. Like, I honestly thought something like this would be quite expensive. I actually just wore this out yesterday. I didn't put much makeup on, but I just put this on and I felt like I had like a powder on because all my face was one colour, which is what you use powder as, right? I just love that. It just makes my face look really fresh and just takes away the redness, which I just hate. So yeah, big fan of that. So now I'm just going to take my damp Beauty Blender sponge, and I'm going to take my NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Stromboli. Again, this is my day-to-day, unless I was going on like a full night out and I wanted just that extra lasting kind of stay put look, then I'd go in with my Hourglass foundation. But yeah, just for this look and for that glowy Valentine's vibe, this is perfect. And I feel like you don't actually need to use as much when you use that Dr. Jart colour correcting treatment, because you try and cover that redness when you use foundation usually. Well, I do. So I think, you know, half of that is, most of that redness is now already covered. So it just makes life easier, and it just means you don't actually need to add as much foundation. I mean, I'm loving it. I don't know whether I'm going to cream contour today. Or maybe I will, I'm so indecisive. So I'm going to be taking my Naked Skin Weightless Coverage Concealer. Again, this is my go-to for cream contouring. If you've watched my previous videos, you will know. And this is in the shade Deep Neutral. It just blends so nicely. I've tried these all sorts of cream contour like kits and they just look muddy. I just don't like the consistency. So yeah, this wins for me every time. And I'm just taking one of my BH Cosmetics fluffy brushes and I just blend that in. And again, at the start, you may think that I look full of like lines and things, but when you blend it in and when you like powder, etc., it just all comes together. Always go in with dark first and then add your concealer. Because if you go in with all that brightness and then like darken it out, it just won't look as good, I feel. Lol, I love how white my hands are compared to my face. So I look pretty mad right now. I look like, I don't know if you remember when we were in school, when I was in school, and we just used to put concealer all over our faces and bronzer all over. That's the kind of vibe that I'm looking like now. So I'm now going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer again and just conceal and brighten in the places where I would like to. The more you add on, the more it's likely to crease. And we just want to keep it as smooth as possible. You can already see that has made a difference. And again, it doesn't look so dark now on that side, so trust the process. So I'm now going to go in with my Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie Powder, Unreal. Just pour some of that into the lid and just dab it with my beauty blender on my flat edge. And I'm just going to go in. Oh, I always get powder everywhere. I'm just going to pat that on. So yeah, just pat this onto the areas where you concealed. I always pat it on kind of underneath where my contour was, just to kind of give that look that I'm going for with the cheekbones. Don't ever pat it directly over where you've cream contoured, because I don't like to completely make that go away. Some on my forehead, but again, this powder is just beautiful and it just gives this film rather than that really powdery look. So your face just goes completely flawless. So I'm just going to leave everything to bake for about 2 minutes. And now I'm just going to start wiping everything away using my fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and my Urban Decay powder foundation with literally the tiniest dab on. And just swiping that away. So I am going to now just brush through my brows using my powder brush with no product on, just to lighten them up a little bit. My face is all powdered and the powder really does that work for you. It just makes your face look flawless. So now I'm just going to go in with my flat dense brush by Urban Decay. I'm going to match my kind of top colourings on my eyeshadow to the bottom of my lid. Bottom of my lid, bottom of my eyes. So I'm going to take my Lime Crime palette again and I'm going to use that In Bloom colour. But again, don't use a lot, and particularly because we're now underneath the eye, so you don't want a lot of fall down. Not everyone loves that underneath shadow look, completely up to you. But I just think it really completes the look and it makes your eyes look bigger. So that underneath is done. We are going to darken it up slightly in a second, but first of all, I want to kind of get rid of that sharp eyeshadow look at the end, which is not what we're going for, so don't worry. So again, I take my powder kind of packing brush, dab a tiny bit of my powder foundation by Urban Decay on, and just tidy up around the edges. So just gently go in and just use like circular motions to like blend that out into the rest of the skin. As you can see, that line is going now, so it's not so harsh. Oh, I love these eyes so much, and when we're going to pat on more of that eyeshadow at the end, it's just going to look amazing. Now I am going to add a tiny bit of the Beyond Inner Mascara powder on the top of my lid. Just the tiniest bit though, to kind of give that a little bit of a glow. I love that glow when you just go. And you have to just ignore those sparse lashes. I had my lashes done back in like November, and these are just the stragglers which are holding on for dear life, so please ignore. So just taking that flat dense brush again, and I'm going to go in with the dark brown shade in the Morphe palette, and again just go underneath my eyes, just on the outer corners to darken everything up. Fab, so that is now my eyes complete. Obviously we are going to add a bit of that moon dust at the end, but I feel like you can all join in with this, and it's definitely a lovely Valentine's night. Date night, Galentines, whatever you're doing, kind of night. Okay, so now we are going to go in with the rest of the face. So I'm going to take another one of my BH Cosmetics brushes. Again, I've got so many brushes of these, so I don't really know what they're called. They just come in big packs, and they are the best in my eyes. And I'm going to use the Beyond powder from Illamasqua in the shade Datey, which is this gorgeous sort of iridescent glow. I love this powder because it doesn't give you that over the top look. It just gives you this gorgeous glow and makes your face look flawless. Can you see what I mean? It just looks like pretty and healthy skin. It's just nice to feel glam. Like, I don't know about you, but every day in the house I'm in my PJs, no makeup, hair up in a bun. So it's just nice to get glam. So that's kind of my glow done. Now I'm going to go in with some powder contour, some blush, some bronzer, and we'll go from there. So I am going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, my go-to. I'm just going to use this middle shade here, my big fluffy bronzing brush, and really blend that powder in. But again, the powder just does that contour look for you, really. Why do we all stick our tongues out? You can see already like the definition that that gives you. Just going to go under my jaw. Oh my god, I just love this chiseled look. This powder is literally the best for it. I literally feel like I've had a facelift with makeup. I don't know about you, but like my face does not look as chiseled. So it's just amazing that you can actually do that with products. Fab. So that is my powder contour done. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC Give Me Some bronzer, which is this gorgeous colour here. Again, this is my go-to bronzer. I feel like you can get a lot of different bronzers, but this is just the colour I prefer. It's just this gorgeous, well, it just does give you sun really. It gives that like holiday glow. I don't know about you, but I'm dying for a holiday now, guys. And I know that's not the biggest problem we've got right now, and I know I feel really lucky, you know, just to be healthy and for my family to be healthy, but I think we all are in desperate need of a holiday. Yay, so it's all coming together now. I told you it would. So now I'm going to go in with some blush, guys. I'm going to use my Kylie Jenner Kylie's Diary palette, and it's in such a state I'm not even going to show you, but it's well used, shall we say. So I'm just going to take like a peachy tone from that palette. Maybe I should invest in some new blush, but to be honest, I just love the colour of this, so I've always just stuck with it. But if you've got any recommendations on blush, please, please, please let me know. Fab. Bit on my nose. Amazing. Now, you could realistically leave it like this in terms of the face. I mean, it still looks quite chiseled, but I just like to go in and bake underneath my cheekbones just to make them look even more chiseled. Again, it's just me, so you don't have to do this step. But if you do want to join in with this step, just take some loose powder. I'm using my Sugar Cookie by Huda Beauty and my beauty blender. I'm just going to pop a bit of that, just swish it underneath, and then leave that to bake for about 2 minutes. Do that either side, and I promise you, like, it makes such a difference. And I'm also going to go around my nose as well. It's just something I've done recently. I never used to do this, but I feel like it does make such a difference. While I'm leaving that to set, guys, I'm going to press on some more of the Moon Dust powder because I feel like there's not enough on my eyes. And I'm going to press that on and pat it onto my lids again just to make it that extra pop. Oh, I love it so much. And the reason I chose this cosmic colour in the start, and this is the one I use all the time, is because whatever makeup look I use, I can just pat this on top. So if you're going for like a silver, a bronze, a blue eye look, you can always dab this on to any colour and it really will create this look. But I'm loving these colours mixed. So now it has been 2 minutes and I'm going to swipe all this excess powder away. So now I'm just going to go in and add just a little bit more glow to my face, just a little bit more highlighter. But I'm going to go in with the Doll Beauty Shine Bright. I love this look so much. I can't wait to put some curls in my hair and just feel nice. So now we're going to finish off with lips and mascara. I'm going to do my lips first, and I'm going to go in with the Backseat Love Morphe pencil. I'm just going to give it a bit of a sharpen, and it's just this gorgeous like pinky colour. I was going to go in with my more brown, the Bite Me Morphe lip liner, but I feel like today it's quite pretty, quite pink. It's Valentines, so we're going to go with this Backseat Love, which is a more of like a deeper pink kind of shade. So that is my lip liner done. I'm now going to go in with my favourite lipstick ever. It's Valentine's. It's got to be this gorgeous Anastasia Tease Satin lipstick. The best. And it is just so beautiful, the one. But I'm going to finish off then with my NYX Butter Gloss. Don't know what shade it is because it's rubbed out, but I'll find out and I'll link it below. It's not sticky at all, and that's what I love about this gloss. So next up, we're going to just add some mascara, and then we're pretty much done. So exciting. So for mascara, guys, I'm going to go in with the One Deluxe by Rimmel London mascara. And I always use my trick of taking a cotton pad, take the brush, and just pull off any excess products off that spoolie. I hate it when mascaras just have too much product on their brush. So I like to just go in with a nice amount on, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to do my mascara off camera because it just is a bit tricky, isn't it? I feel like this is one of my favourite looks I've done in a while, to be honest. It's so girly, so glam. I've got that glowy skin, which I love, that kind of flawless look as well, some nice pink lip gloss, and those colours on the eyes are just gorge. So if you've got any questions about any of the products I've used, please just comment below or message me on Instagram, and I will link everything below anyway for you. Thank you so much for watching, it means the world to me. Please subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, and there's going to be a lot more coming your way in terms of videos. So if you've got any requests, please put them as a comment below.